remember her. Probably no idea that it's doing.
Almost 10 years ago, her and I
Well,
stood on this very
I was
stage,
shocked.
and she was a final.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Masked Singer, Season 3, Week 14. I found out tonight that there are 2 more episodes. I kind of thought there would only be 1 more, but it's awesome. 2 more episodes. Today was the semifinals. Quarterfinals. Next week, semifinals, and then the finale. As you can see from our reaction, I was pretty shocked. I think that was a jaw-dropping moment for me. Kitty went out, wasn't expecting to have her leave, but I was excited to see who it was because I really didn't have any guesses for her. But it was all in all a pretty good episode. I'm really excited for the rest of it, and I'm really curious who is actually going to make it to the end because that was one that we kept predicting should at least be in the top 3. But before we get too far into this, make sure you subscribe below. Make sure you'll get our updates for our next episodes and for our Survivor shows on Wednesdays. I'm trying to get this out as soon as possible. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at Pavement Productions. Email us at pavementroadproductions@gmail.com. And you can follow me on Twitter at JessT820. And without further ado, let's bring in our co-host, Mr. Patrick Gamamonte.
Hello.
Bailey's not in the way this time, so I can move him out of the way.
Exactly.
How can we find you on Twitter?
Yo, grab a Gavin.
What did you think of the episode?
It was exciting. It was I think they got it wrong. I think they
Everyone
the wrong person went out.
Yeah.
No, I think the wrong person went out.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I
No, I
think the
agree.
audience got it wrong. Whoever panel.
Yeah.
I think the wrong person went out. But even though I didn't know who was revealed, you could tell it was a really good reveal. Mm-hmm. Like a really shocking. Like again, and it was one of those ones where like even the panel was like, "Oh, duh," you know, even though none of them guessed that ever.
Right.
Guessed her even once.
Right.
But when she was revealed, they're like, "Oh yeah, it makes so much sense."
Yeah.
You know, and that's the reveal you want.
Right.
That's like it's like the nobody gets it. It's shocking. It's out of nowhere. Nobody even came close, and then you're like, "Bro, all the clues are right there."
Yep. And even each judge had all separate guesses.
Yeah.
5 guesses total, all separate
Correct.
people.
Nobody was even.
But I love that. That part makes it exciting for me to see who it actually is.
For sure.
See who is even right, or if nobody's right, which nobody was right. I was not right. I was not even close.
Yeah, and it's been they've been getting a little bit more accurate recently, but still a lot of really wrong guesses. And I didn't know who that was, so obviously I wouldn't have guessed it, but man, that was still a really good reveal. It's just it's one of those reveals, like I said, it's if nobody guesses it's completely like Daughtry, right?
Yeah.
Completely out of nowhere.
Daughtry was no close.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
But again, you can see it. It makes sense. The voice is there. The person's there.
Right.
You know.
I mean, so Jackie Evancho went out tonight. I did see her on America's Got Talent when she first was 10 years old when she first started, before she even got into the business, and she was great back then, and I wasn't sure how her voice would progress as she got older, but damn, she's an amazing singer.
Oh, for sure.
Opera singer, even at that age now, and I would have never guessed her at all. She was not on my radar to guess, and the clues, I guess, make sense, but because I had no idea how to connect any of them together.
Yeah, a lot of opera clues. That's what they said. Whatever it was, there was a lot of
Phantom of the Opera, Wizard of Oz, stuff like that. Sure. Well, yeah, because Hot Air Balloon this week for clues, Cherry Blossom, India. It showed like all over the world, Chicago, New York, somewhere over the rainbow. It showed Niagara Falls, our back door, on our back door. She sang Back to Black by Amy Winehouse. And her barred package was Bow and Arrow. And I still don't even really know how that connected. Did they reveal that at the bottom?
They'll probably reveal it in the finale, I'm sure.
Yeah, it should. But it was cool. I wish she was still on. She's great. I'm predicting another guy's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one girl left now.
Yeah, and she's great, so we'll see. But odds are it's probably going to be another guy winning, but we'll see. They're all really good. I love all of them. So, farewell, Kitty. You've been great. Look forward to seeing anything that might come out from you, because I'm sure you're going to be putting some other stuff out soon.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
so I am going to go in order of my notes again. This week I have Frog first. Well, actually, it's in order of the show mostly. Frog first. Clue package, little frog. There are little 3 French rolls, Footloose, and then there was like an eagle or a hawk behind him, and that's all the clues that I really picked up on it. He's saying Bust Move by Young MC, and his borrow package was a model plane / jet. Did you have any clues that I am missing?
French bread, eagle or falcon. Calling little frog. Talk about the kids.
Yeah.
And everybody cut.
Everybody cut.
Yeah.
So that was like, I think, another Footloose reference. Yeah. I love that song too. Everybody cut, everybody. Anyways. I'm still having a really hard time with this one because I think even my guesses are wrong, but I'm still sticking with Omarion or Little Bow Wow. I think it was Robin keeps connecting it more and more for Little Bow Wow. So I have a stronger feeling it's him, but Jenny always points out some really good thoughts because she knows everybody, has interviewed everybody.
Jenny and thought.
Did you say Jenny thought?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. It's nice. It's a family show.
Jenny has thoughts.
Jenny has lots of thoughts. She is a big thought. Anyways.
It's still PG unless you explain the joke.
I mean, it really is. Yeah. It's true. It's kind of like those books that we found on Amazon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Friend
like,
is Beaver needs a barber. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Spank the Monkey.
Yeah, that one. That's cool.
And then Tony's Nuts, something like that.
Something like that. Tony's, yeah.
Tony Sells Nuts. Yeah. Those are children's books, but look it up. It's funny. Anyways, back to the show.
Back to the show. Yeah.
Who are you guessing for Frog?
No, I don't
Senior
know.
Frog.
Every week, I feel like I have an idea, then the next week contradicts the week before. And it's just like, oh, now I'm trying to listen to that voice and I don't hear it.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to picture the voice sometimes unless they have a really like distinct voice that you just know it's them.
I've been saying Kevin Hart, so why not be consistent and say Kevin Hart or Bow Wow?
Kevin Hart has a lot of children and they're expecting another child. So I think that I like that guess. I did point out Kevin Hart too in the beginning. I don't know.
But Bow Wow makes sense too. I mean, Kevin Hart has played basketball a lot, but also Bow Wow has a song called Basketball.
Right. Does Bow Wow have kids? I don't know. I'm assuming.
He's old enough now. He's not really Little Bow Wow anymore. He's
Not Little Bow Wow.
What about Little Romeo?
I think someone might have mentioned him too, and he was a big like basketball. They had a TV show that he was in.
Love and Basketball, something like that?
No, but Romeo had a TV show. It was with like a puppet, Skeeter or Sketch or something, or hold that thought.
Yeah, I don't know. The cadence at first sounded like
Kevin Hart or
but
Chris Rock.
Yeah. But I also they rap a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're a professional rapper. I mean, they could be. They're definitely pretty good dancer. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're a professional rapper.
Yeah.
But they said they definitely move really, really well. Definitely a great entertainer.
Yeah.
Probably my 4th favorite person on the show going into this week.
Frog.
Yeah.
Frog is pretty awesome.
But so we probably had him just outside the top 3. But
yeah.
I don't know. It could be. It could be anybody. We've learned this.
I don't know. Yeah. Anybody that you guess, it's always something different.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a TV show called Romeo. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know. All I remember is there was a show with a kid and there was like a puppet. Anyways. But Romeo also with basketball and stuff. He was in stuff like that too. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see probably soon.
It might be Romeo who has a song called Basketball now, I think, but I don't remember. Either way.
So we're going to say Romeo or Little Bow Wow or Omarion.
Or Kevin
Or
Hart.
Kyle or Steve.
Or Kyle or Steve, yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Definitely Kyle. Or Carl or Steve.
Exactly.
And nobody's ever seen movies.
No, probably not. Alright, let's move on to our next person. Character of the night, Sir Rhino. There was a sign that said Hill 1530 was highlighted. He said he had struggles personal and professional. He has 3 children. When he started talking about his wife, they showed ballet slippers hanging on a tree, and they showed him outlining his turkey. Oh, I'm tired. I'm sorry. Outlining his hand, and it was colored in as a turkey. Yes, he was outlining his turkey. He's saying you've lost that loving feeling. I think that's Allman Brothers, right? I'm pretty sure Allman Brothers. I didn't catch the band.
Like that, yeah.
And his borrowed package was a captain hat, Navy hat. For Rhino, I've been confused from the beginning. I kept thinking it was Tim Tebow, but Tim Tebow does not have children. Mm-hmm. Even then, I knew I was wrong. I liked the guest. I think it was Ken Jeong guest Trace Atkins. Tracing his hand.
Right.
And I could kind of see that. He's a pretty tall dude, and I think Trace Atkins is a pretty tall dude. He's got that southern, voice. I'm pretty sure he's got 3 children. But, I don't know. What guesses, clues do you have for Mr.
I don't have a freaking clue.
No? Do you have any other clues that I don't?
Wife, major struggles, Hills, 1530, Hill 1530, what's the sign? Mm-hmm. 3 kids, ballet slippers, family man, turkey hand, and sailor hat.
Who is it? Who is it?
See, I feel like it's a younger-ish guy, but maybe not.
I do too, but I don't know. I did, but I don't. I don't know.
See, I don't know. It's real. I'm really confused. The only thing I wrote, the Hill was in big letters, so I thought maybe something from the Hills.
Yeah.
The only one I can think of from the Hills only has 1 kid, Spencer Pratt. I don't think he's that tall. I don't think it's him.
No, I think he's too crazy to be on the show.
Yeah, he's always definitely crazy. No doubt about that.
What do you mean from The Hills Have Eyes?
Yeah, The Hills Have Eyes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It feels like somebody who so he says he didn't think he'd ever meet anybody, and then let him have 3 kids. Right. I don't know.
This one's been hard for me for the entire season. I have very little guesses, and I keep anticipating that it is a athlete.
Yeah, I was for a while, but I'm off that now. I really don't think. I really don't think it is anymore.
Not sure if it's a professional singer either. They've had a bunch on there so far, so I don't know if they would have more. I guess being Trace Atkins, I feel like it could be somebody else.
Yeah, and what Nicole said made actually a lot of sense too. With Jason Aldean, he just had a child named Navy.
But I don't think he has 3 children. I think that was his first or second child.
Maybe.
So I'm not sure about that one either.
I mean, Brad Paisley could be. He does have 2 kids and a wife.
He's not that tall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so either. And
Brad Paisley's is my height.
Yeah, and he's also. I mean, they said Reynolds maybe not, because Reynolds basically the whole top is just mask. It's not really, doesn't go up that high, but he said he's not as tall as you think. But I still think it's gonna be there.
I still think he's at least 6 something.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Yeah,
he's 6'3", 6'4".
He's
above average height.
Right.
He may not be freaking 7 foot tall, but he's above average height.
No.
I don't know. Any of those country-ish singers sound right, but I just don't see it being anything.
Well, especially because they just had a country singer on, Hunter Hayes, his astronaut that just went out.
For sure.
So I don't know if they'd have another one.
I don't think so. I mean, they already had Bret Michaels as well. He's not a country singer, but he's
But a singer and Shaka Khan, Dionne Warwick.
I mean, for sure.
I think we're running out of professional singers on here, and especially tonight. She's a professional singer, performer, Broadway, operas. So
yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, I said I was kicking around a few different ones. I mean, I've looked back at my notes a little bit from some of the other ones I've said. And, I was thinking like a Tim Tebow or whatever, but he's not. Married kids that doesn't.
Manziel.
Add up. No. I did think him for a while too, but it's definitely not him.
Undertaker.
Yeah. As good a guess as any.
Undertaker.
As good a guess.
Isn't he very loving about his wife and everything?
Michelle Cool, yeah.
Does he have 3 children?
He has at least 1 or 2.
Maybe he has 3.
Maybe it's 3. I
It
don't
could
think
be
it's
him. I know exactly who this is.
It's Mark Calloway, the
It is
Undertaker.
the Undertaker. What is his move?
Snake Eyes, Tombstone,
So what, like
old
this?
school.
Snake
No.
Eyes.
Drop their face on the turnbuckle. So Snake Eyes in the face. Yeah.
Face in your face.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's say for
Could it be RKO out of nowhere?
no, not Orton. I will say for S's and G's, as I heard the phrase used earlier. Trying to be PC, I liked it, so I'm stealing it. For S's and G's, let's go with Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean? Okay.
I don't think it is, but
Alright. Yep. I mean, I have Trace Atkins, so another country singer. Possibly could be one. Could be not a professional singer at all. And who knows?
and Trace Atkins is a 2-time Celebrity Apprentice player, including the winner of Celebrity Apprentice All Stars. So he could be one of those. It could be one of those even more a little lesser known or not as in the spotlight. It could be a little bit older country singer. It could be like Kenny Chesney. I don't think it is, but
It's definitely not Kenny
but
Chesney.
it could be like one of those that time frame.
Right. So like young or Rich, Big and Rich.
Yeah.
John Rich.
Elton
Who
John
is
Rich.
Also
Celebrity Apprentice winner.
Celebrity Apprentice.
Also
is
Celebrity
not
Apprentice
the show we're talking about.
Winner.
He loves that show.
I do very much so.
I know.
But I don't know. I think it could be something from that that era. Maybe a country singer who's not
Could
in the spotlight anymore. Singing to a different generation, everything.
Yeah. 'Cause they're coming to your city.
Yeah, not them, no.
No. All right. Any other guesses about the Rhino?
That's it.
I'm got a headache thinking about who this could possibly be. I don't have any clues. All right. So next up is the Night Angel. I picked up on barely any clues for this one. I don't know. I couldn't guess not pay attention well enough. But all I saw was Columbia, and then Say Baby I Love You, and she sang Last Dance by Donna Summer. Package was ski goggles and boots.
Yeah.
Please tell me you saw the clues that I did not.
Lipstick on the piano.
Okay.
And then so this is not her last dance, even though it's just the play on words.
That was
And
the
then-
intro to the song.
She's been doing the British accent the whole time, but she said she's a kid from the South.
So it's a southern accent. She's trying to change.
I guess. I'm trying to hide the Southern accent with making it British, I guess.
I guess, but I don't know. The accent still is the only thing that drives me crazy about her. And I like her, and she's such a great singer. But please stop with the fake accent.
So somebody
It's
said,
already hard enough that nobody has any idea who you are anyway.
somebody said it's Meghan Markle. I'm like, fake British or fake British accent. But she is from the South, though. She's from Virginia.
She is from the South. I don't think it's Meghan
Isn't that
Markle.
That's why she had to leave
That is why she
the
had to
royal
leave
family
royalty.
so she could go
Yeah.
be on the Masked Singer.
Yeah.
Be a princess or be on the Masked Singer.
I mean, Masked Singer,
Tough
obviously.
choice.
Who wants to be a princess?
Right, exactly. No
I
version.
don't.
No version. Holy fire truck.
Quick, hide the truck.
It's a fire truck, Jessica.
It's a
Not
fire
a
truck. I know. Trying to make a punny joke.
It
It's
was
not
punny. It was quite
It's not
funny.
very funny. I know. I suck.
what's your guess? I don't know.
So I think it was what Nicole was talking about. I think it was T.I.'s wife, Tiny. It's possible. What?
Sure.
I don't know. I like that guess, but I really have no idea. I don't know. I'm just kind of going with one that they have. I think Night Angel is another one that I've had not many. Well, I've had many, but they just don't make sense. Like, I've been guessing Monica for the longest time, or Brandy, or Kyle or Steve. But really, Brandy or Monica, and you're talking about,
Or Griselda.
yeah, Braxton's, but I don't know. I'm changing my guess completely, going with that one. What about you?
Who you with?
Tiny, T.I.'s wife. You can vote for whoever you like.
Yeah, you can. But you can vote for whoever you like, as long as it's my wife.
There you go.
Jeez, I don't know. I mean, I really wish we would have done this show for season 1 or season 2 because we actually had guesses that were close to something.
Yeah. I mean, the first 2 seasons, I had a lot of guesses, and I
Right.
knew a lot of the people.
Me too. not in the slightest issue. Not
That's
even close.
What's exciting and difficult is now all of these people are coming out of the woodworks because they want to be on the show anonymously.
Yeah.
So it is awesome and frustrating to not guess them at the same time.
Right, for sure, 100%. I'm just gonna. It's probably wrong. But I'm just stick with what I know. That's why I changed at this point. Consistency is the refuge of the weak-minded, and I'm pretty weak-minded right now. So I'll go with Tamar Braxton.
Tamar or Tony or Steve?
Tamar or Tony or the other one
Or Tiny.
or Tony.
I don't know. Yeah, I've been pretty consistent with my guesses, but I don't know. Night Angel is another one that has stumped me. I'm excited to see who she is, but I guarantee she's making it to the end.
I mean, it seems very unlikely, but then again, I thought Kitty would go to the end too, so they get it wrong sometimes, as they did tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of thinking about it as they were told, cast their votes panel and the crowd. And, I mean, if everybody's voting for the same person, I guess they're going to spike in the chart. And then the other ones just kind of like slim picking, so I guess.
True. Also,
it's difficult.
Also, if you notice too, it's another editing thing. Like last shows, reality shows do a lot. Like Survivor does, Amazing Race does a lot of stuff. They for example, Amazing Race. If a team is a freaking disaster, going into a break, they almost never lose. like Survivor, whoever gets the first confessional after the immunity challenge, usually it never is that. The first vote they show is usually not that person, right? It's the editing. They almost always show at least one or two votes of people actually voting.
Yes.
And so you think, oh, well, they're getting a lot of votes. And that's almost always the one of the people who goes out with people that show getting the votes. So
really?
there's like,
I haven't noticed that.
If there's like six people if there's six people, singing, and there's only two that they show getting votes, it's almost always one of those two.
Oh, I did see Kitty tonight. I don't remember who the other one was.
I think it was Kitty and Frog.
Maybe Frog.
I don't remember, but either way.
Interesting. Now I'm gonna have to be watching that. You and your edits.
Because they show it to you as a misdirect. Yeah. Oh, this person everything got a vote. There's 6 people left. Right. 3 got votes. One of those 3 is going out because they show you and nobody voted for Night Angel. Yeah, everybody voted for Night Angel. They shouldn't show it.
Yeah. Well, someone cracked the code. Ruined it for everybody.
It's probably wrong, like everything else I say about this show.
Now everybody's gonna be watching.
Everybody's always watching. Don't go online. It's gonna spoil it for you.
Yeah, don't look.
But Ken said, the internet's always positive and uplifting.
Yeah. The internet never lies.
Never lies. It's always positive and uplifting.
Yeah, I agree. Always. All right. I think I have nothing else for Night Angel.
Ski goggles and snowboard. What the heck does that have to do with anything?
That's a hobby.
What?
I started thinking maybe they're a professional athlete who is a Olympic.
Like Michaela Schifrin?
I don't know.
Can she sing? People. I know she can sing.
I don't know any of those people.
Lindsey Vonn?
I know her name. You know how little...
She was married to Tiger Woods for a while.
Yes, I know. Lindsey Vonn. Okay, she was married to Tiger Woods.
For a while.
Okay. Anyway.
Or at least dating for a long time.
No, you just made me think of side thing. Watched the Dog the Bounty Hunter new show, and one of the people they had to nab was Tiger Woods' mistress. And it was awesome.
Really?
Yeah. It was so cool to watch.
Was it his ex-wife?
No, it was his mistress that caused all of it, that came out to the press that said that he was cheating on his wife. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But anywho, back to the Masked Singer. Back to the Masked Singer.
Well, that went down a rabbit hole.
I know. Alright, so I think we're going to move on to the next one. Yeah. So, last but not least is Mr. Turtle. Like as mentioned, he mentioned superhero a lot. There's a poster in 1999 Wanted, lots of comic book references. There was a wedding cake. You could see the topper on a cake next to him in the car. And there were poker chips all over the place. He sang Fix You by Coldplay, which was amazing. I love the song. It brings me to tears all the time when I hear that song. And in his package was a zombie statue. What else did you have that I did not?
I had another superhero reference. Wrench. Wanted 1999. Another comic book. Wedding. Hard hits. And poker chips. And then the package was zombie.
The zombie. So I immediately went to The Walking Dead because of comics, zombie, But I don't think it could be anybody on there. Unless you can think of someone that can sing that is that size. Could it be Jesus?
Oh, Tom Paine?
Tom Paine?
I mean, Jesus made anything once, I think. Including being the best singer.
Tom Paine.
Oh, Tom Paine. He's busy,
I don't know his name off of the show.
He's busy watching other TV star shows and making things happen on them. So I've heard. No, Tom Paine. He's too busy. He's a star of product, so I don't think he's doing it. Could be. He could probably sing. I'm sure. But
it's probably not from The Walking Dead.
But
it's Norman Reedus.
He's British, I think. So I think you would hear the British twang though.
But British people, like, as you've said so many times, they are very good at hiding that.
Yeah, they are.
Most British people that do sing, you can't always detect that in their voice. And who else through their voice? Kelly Osbourne through her voice.
For sure.
But somebody else that was just on through their voice off that it was different. So
a lot of people do that, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's really from The Walking Dead though, except for Norman Reedus. It's definitely Norman Reedus.
No. Maybe Michael Rooker, who was on The Walking Dead. He was Daryl. He was Merle Dixon.
Brother, yeah.
He was also in a lot of comic book stuff. He was in all the. He was in Jane Silent Bob and that. You know. So
really?
Yeah, he was in. He was
Ones
in
that I haven't watched.
Mallrats. No, he was in
It
Mallrats.
was Mallrats? Okay.
He was the
yeah,
father
you're
of
pointing
Mallrats.
me out. Yep.
So it could be. I don't know, guys, but I don't know if he can sing. How old do you think this person is?
No older than like 50.
Okay.
I think he's 50 or younger. I don't think he's older.
I don't either.
Because my guess was always Joey McIntyre. And it could be him, but I'm not sure.
I think you had another guess, which I think is good.
The one for tonight?
Yeah.
Jesse McCartney.
Yeah.
My boss had been guessing that one forever, and I agree with it, Jesse McCartney. I'm not sure how the superhero references hook up to it, though. He's been in stuff back in the day, and then he just kind of disappeared after we were, kids. But I like Jesse McCartney. I think the voice is there, and he's a great singer.
So I have a couple. I have like a one or two or three real guesses, and I have a guess that's just freaking out there. That's probably not right.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm going to pull Ken Jeong. I'm that one, and then I'll give you my actual guesses because I know exactly who this is.
Norman Reedus.
Everything you said, all that. Yep, "Fix You" is the song.
Yes.
There's a musician who is older than I think this person is.
Okay.
I don't know how good their voice is actually singing, but as Ken Jeong guesses, I'm going to guess a really, really out there bizarro guess.
Okay.
The zombie thing, they have done a lot of directing, are a professional singer.
Oh, man.
How about Rob Zombie?
Oh, God. That'd be interesting, though.
I mean,
because of the zombie.
Zombie, right?
Yeah.
It's right freaking there.
Usually when it's right there, it's not the
right
obvious
there. Yeah,
choice.
so I don't think it's Rob Zombie. But
that's interesting. Like a Ken.
Yeah.
That makes some sense, Ken.
Yeah, if you take my weird logic and walk down that long convoluted path, maybe you'll find what I have. Yeah. I think it's either somebody from One Direction because they said made it the right direction or lead you in the right direction or whatever wrong direction. I don't, they hit the word direction.
Yeah.
So that made me think maybe somebody from One Direction.
Or someone that was from One Direction, Zayn, who left. He went to do solo career.
Yeah, for sure.
Harry Styles. Who do you think from One Direction?
Any of them.
I mean, they did break up. So Harry Styles, Liam. I don't remember the other one.
Zayn, whoever. Yeah,
Zayn. Sure. I did see them in concert once. I went with my old boss and her daughters, but it was actually a pretty good show.
And then New Kids on the Block.
Yeah, Joey McIntyre.
Joey McIntyre for sure.
I just feel like the voice matches, and even though he's older, I feel like his voice still sounds, young.
Yeah. So you think it could be him or no?
I do think it could be him still. I don't think Turtle dances very much or any of that stuff.
No.
He has done some, but nothing insane.
No.
I definitely think he could be a boy bander.
For sure. I think it could be from a heartthrob.
Yeah.
Joey McIntyre is definitely...
Yeah. Or Justin McCartney, who was a former heartthrob and was in a band for a little while as well.
So I'm going Joey McIntyre is my final guess. Because I was kind of going that way anyways.
Yeah.
And then you were going that way, so I'm like, I was going to let you have it, but now you're going with somebody else, so I'm going Joey McIntyre.
Yeah, I'm kind of dipping my toe in a couple different directions, I guess, but I don't know. Justin McCartney or Joey McIntyre, I think, makes sense.
Hmm?
But then none of this ever makes sense.
No.
I never connect it correctly.
Do not use that logic.
What?
Logic gets you nowhere in the show.
Logic, yeah, you need the opposite of logic in this show.
So why Rob Zombie has to be right?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be Rob Zombie, and then we're all going to have to pay you for it or something.
Yeah. I'll be able to guess Rob Zombie.
Bow down to you. You're the king of mass singing.
Sure.
Hashtag king of mass singing.
Hashtag blind squirrel.
Hashtag Rob Zombie.
Hashtag blind squirrel.
King of mass singer. Yeah, blind squirrel sometimes ends in it.
Every once in a blue moon.
Blue moon.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's finish this so we have blue moon.
Yeah. All right, we're going off. Into some
Are we
different
sponsored
tangents
by Blue
today.
Moon yet?
I don't know. I don't think we are.
Okay,
we should
be.
be. Jinx, you owe me a blue moon.
I bought them anyways, so have one.
Wow. Okay.
It's on me.
All right. I'm sure people don't want to hear us argue, or bicker, or whatnot.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, we've been talking for a little while, going off on some tangents, but
It was fun.
it was a good show. Had plenty to talk about. Next week, 5 singers. Try and get this out on Thursdays, like we've kind of been doing. Night after
4.
5.
We were just
4.
not that.
4. You're right. 4. I can't do math. I can't subtract 1 from
Don't do
5
math either.
equal 4. Yeah, I don't do that either. Anywho, next week is our Survivor finale, so we're gonna try and get this out probably Thursday afterwards. Usually wait to record Survivor for a little bit anyways.
And
to
we
do
didn't
that.
get the penultimate Survivor out yet either. That's coming
Right.
out probably tomorrow or the next
Yeah,
week.
yeah. So we'll be getting that one out soon, so keep an eye out. Be sure to tune in next week to get all the fun facts from the episode for Masked Singer. 4 more left, and then 1 more week, and it will be the finale. But yeah, make sure you subscribe so you get all our updates. Follow us on Facebook at Papermore Productions, and email us at papermoreproductions@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter at JessT820, and you can find you at
Yo, grab a Gabba.
Go Grab That Gabba.
Yo, grab it.
Yo, grab it. Yep. All right. I think that is plenty for tonight, and well, see you later.
Down.